So President Trump has issued an executive order authorizing 401ks to have Bitcoin. Now, it's already been possible for the 401ks to buy ETFs, but this is also allowing the exact purchase of cryptocurrencies. If you set aside money into your 401k and now you choose to apply some of that to Bitcoin, how is that taxed? How is that appreciated? Now, it's already been possible already to do this with ETFs, but if your administrator, your 401k allows you to buy Bitcoin, how will that work? Well, you're going to set aside some money. Let's say it's $5,000. You're going to allocate that $5,000 to Bitcoin. Well, then you're going to get the amount of Satoshis that equals $5,000, and it's going to be assigned to your account. But the thing is, when you leave the 401k, when you exit in fiat. So those Bitcoin in your 401k are not your Bitcoin. They're the 401k administrator's Bitcoin held in your name, custodial. So when you exit, they're going to sell that Bitcoin and give you the cash value at that time. So there's no capital gain tax on the 401k. The way 401ks are taxed is your contributions to a 401k, including your employer's match, is all done pre-tax. It's done with before tax money. So it's never been taxed. It's tax deferred, as we call it. When you finally withdraw the money from the 401k, then the amount that it's appreciated is taxed at your ordinary income. So that's when you tax. Now, the difficulty I find personally with 401ks is you're contributing it all along in your life. The idea is that when you finally take it out, you'd be in a lower tax bracket. And therefore, you take it out, you're paying less tax. And it's appreciating tax deferred, so the appreciation grows without being taxed until you take it out. But the problem is when people take out their 401k, I see this all the time. If you put your money into a 401k and you decide that money that you have in the 401k, which is tax deferred, has never been taxed by income tax, it appreciates inside the 401k without being taxed. So more of it is allowed to grow. And if some of that investment is placed into Bitcoin, it will grow appropriately. Now, the key thing to remember here is that's not your Bitcoin. That's your 401k administrator's Bitcoin. When you liquidate your 401k or roll it over into another investment, it's rolled over in fiat. If you have a withdrawal, it'll be in fiat. If you have a rollover into another IRA, it'll be in fiat. So you will not get that Bitcoin in your name. It will not be distributed in kind because it's not yours. It's the administrator's. So it's an investment vehicle, but ultimately it's not yours. So think about that. Now, my general attitude about 401ks and IRAs in general is that they are good to the point that the employer gives you a match. After that, I don't like tax deferred accounts because there's so many rules around them that in my mind makes me wonder, how are you helping my retirement with this money? Because you have booby traps. You're forced to start to take the money out at age 59. You have to leave the money in the account for 5 years before you can withdraw it. Otherwise, you get taxed. If you take it out early for some crisis in your life, bam, you get hit with an additional 10% withdrawal tax. I mean, hey, this is my money. Why does the government get off taxing me for, my money? One might consider the freedom and security of, rather than setting the money aside via a 401k, just simply let it be taxed and then take what's left over, buy the Bitcoin yourself and hold it on your ledger, your wallet, and then it's your Bitcoin and nobody can take it from you. Because as the government could just as easily seize the 401k Bitcoin with a stroke of a president's executive order, so you're at risk. So generally, I'm cynical towards 401ks to the extent that they're in excess of what the employer matches. What do you think? I'm interested in your comments and thoughts. Please, we read them all. Like, subscribe, and follow this way to get this message out to other people.